This has to be one of the most fun simcade games I've played. The vehicle dynamics are definitely arcade-like. Obviously, you have nitrous. You wouldn't have that in a real race car. But this is awesome. Getting to outrun cops. See, you get to do this on your living room without actually getting arrested. But there is a negative connotation I have to give this game, and it's the sound of the exhaust. That just irks me. It bugs me. Because this car in real life would sound awesome. Looks like they're still trying to escape the cops. That's a sweet AMG GTR over there. I'm assuming it's the GTR. Don't quote me on that. Oh, there goes the cop. He just looped it out. What happened? He lost his traction control. All right, sweet. So now we're running a 1200 horsepower Ford Mustang. Of course, a very fun car to drive in person. So it must be motor swapped because that's definitely not a 5.0 like we would typically see. It almost sounds K-swapped, which is interesting. Green tire smoke. We get to do some free roam. We get to enjoy a 1200 horsepower Mustang that's motor swapped. It's really cool and interesting. You can hear the turbo blow off. Just sounds awesome. So there we can see the drifting dynamics are not up to par with a lot of simulator games, but that is why it's simcade. That's interesting. Okay, just plow through signs. Again, if you're playing this game with your buddies, you're gonna have a great time. Now, I'm curious to see if you could actually turn off traction control in this game because I haven't played. That was cool. It had a glitch effect after that hard landing. I like that they incorporated that. And the crackles, even though this is not obviously a stock motor, the burbles on downshifts and everything, they sound very nice. I really enjoy the graphics in this game. Like I've said several times, it's very unique. All right, here we go. McLaren P1 GTR, and it's a 2015. Those flames are insane. That is so sweet. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't get behind the drifting. I want to know what you all think in the comments. The one thing I wish they incorporated is the stock McLaren sound where they actually whistle. So when they're going by on a racetrack, you'll hear shoo. So this driver actually has decent racing lines. He's actually using all the track. He's hitting his apexes. He's hitting his marks. It's pretty sweet. So now we didn't get that cool glitch effect. I'm kind of bummed about that. Maybe I just missed it. Yeah, I didn't see no cool glitch effect there. So it's really cool as well. Kind of like Forza we did in a different video, where right after you finish your races, you can just go straight into a free drive session. And I really like that lots of these objects he's been hitting, such as trees, telephone poles, signs, don't stop the car. All right, sweet. Now we have to check out a vintage Dodge Charger. This is gonna be sweet with 1500 horsepower. And this thing is absolutely slammed to the ground, completely static. Something I want to make note of as well is all the turbo blow-offs have the same exact sound effects. It is identical, at least with the past three cars we've looked at. If you've noticed that, they all have the same. They're all identical. We can see this driver is good at the game. He's setting the car with the back end. Right here on the bridge, it's the same exact understeer look. He might be the leader in this category is the paint on the cars. The way it reflects light, and it could just be the city environment we're in at night, but it's second to none. It's something I've never seen in a racing game. Is reflections like this. Welcome to Christine's Dad Talk. So the biggest thing in racing is enjoying driving slower cars fast, rolling momentum, not necessarily having all these cars with 1200 horsepower. Build a fun, good-looking, tasteful car that has 400 horsepower, 500 horsepower, something that's a little slower, but it forces you to drive better. Not only to make you a better driver, a safer driver, learn how to play the games better, but you're also gonna enjoy driving those slower cars faster. It's a lot fun to drive a slower car faster than a faster car slow. All right, 1200 horsepower Ferrari. Sweet, so now we can actually hear the different sounds in the motors as we're switching through. Okay, so now we can actually do different drivetrain, different clutches. And wow, you get a lot of different differential options. That is awesome. And it said off-road differential. So I'm curious about that. I wish there was more name brand components, more name brand mods you can put on your car. I want to see what different wheels we can get, like I mentioned earlier. Because I saw one of the cars was running rotoform. All right, here we go. This is the moment we've been waiting for. That is what we like to see. You can get BBS on them. You can run 15, 52, rotoform, SSR. Wow, that is awesome. So they really nailed it with the wheel options here. You can change the profiling. This is awesome. I like all the options we have for wheels. All right, so now we'll check out some daytime gameplay. I'm really curious to see how the paint's going to look in the daylight. So there it is, right rear quarter panel, we're getting those lens flares. So I'm kind of curious to see if they include lots of snow, dry weather in the game. So yeah, that would definitely be some interesting characteristics to know, for sure.